All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Business here on CentralValleyTalk.com. I'm Mike Scott. Very glad you're with us today. We begin talking about storage and executive office suites. This is Jessica Dunning today joining us. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
From Clovis Storage and Executive Office Suites. Let's start with the storage end of it first.
Absolutely.
What do you do out there?
We're a locally owned and operated business. We've had ownership of this for 3 years. We have about 1,200 storage units, so storage is our main priority. We rent storages anywhere from a 5x5 to a 12x35, commercial or residential, so we have plenty of storage units available for anything that you may need to store.
Now, 5x5, that doesn't sound very big.
Pretty small. A lot of businesses use it for business records. You have to keep them for so many years, so they do put a lot of their business records inside the storage unit. And then just for the little stuff, if you have little boxes and not too much to store, but you still have some extra items in your house that you don't want around, we're there for you.
And then how big do you go, did you say?
12 by 35, pretty large
35?
unit. Yes.
You could fit, what, a boat in there? Or?
You can, yeah, and then some. They're pretty wide and they're very, very tall, so you do get a lot of extra space with the square footage, so you have a lot of room to stack, you have a lot of room both ways. So
wow.
We have a lot of businesses mostly.
And 1,200 of these you have
yes.
at one location?
At one location. We have air-conditioned storage units, which are 70 to 75 degrees year-round, drive-up units, inside units, and those large units.
So a whole variety, depending on whatever you need.
Exactly, whatever
and
you need.
You have other storage units in other cities around the valley?
Yes, we have 3 other storage facilities, Porterville, Visalia, and Bakersfield.
Okay. Which is the biggest of them?
Clovis is definitely
Clovis is the biggest.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, the only one on this side of the U.S. that has offices and storage units.
Now, explain that. The executive office suites, how does that fit in?
It's a plug-and-play operation. We have 3 different sizes offices. You can just come in. If you're a business starting up, it's a wonderful operation. It's fully furnished. You have internet, phone, mailboxes, storage units, and you just come in, set everything up, and you're set to go. We have conference rooms available, so
wow,
it's pretty awesome.
Is there like one person who answers the phone for all of the businesses? Is that?
If we ever get a phone call about that business, we can direct them to them, but they do have phones in each of their offices, so they have that phone line that they give their direct number to.
So I'm trying to picture this. Is it just a little space, basically?
Yeah, we start at 10 by 8, and we have up to 10 by 18 office space. So we have a single office and a double office.
Wow. To go out and find a place and rent a place and furnish it and do all that would probably be very expensive for a business trying to start up.
And we understand that expense and that hardship of having to need storage or an office, so that's why we kind of want to make it as easy as possible. At our location, we have mailboxes for the offices, also just P.O. boxes. We have Penske trucks. We have moving supplies. We're a ship center. We have the storage units.
Man.
So it's like a one-stop shop. Yeah.
It is like a one-stop shop.
We want to make it as easy as possible because moving is never fun.
So how many of these suites do you have? How many little offices?
Offices, we have about 50.
50 of them?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You can start your own little mall out there almost.
It's a pretty cool concept. Yeah, you have a little bit of everything. You have lawyers, you have accountants, you have window cleaning, you have the Clovis Roundup is actually at our location. The Clovis newspaper, they have an office with us, so we have quite a bit of everything.
Now I'm trying to picture this. Is there a street there with on-street parking, or how does it work?
We do have a large parking lot. The parking lot, it never seems to be a problem, so we always have room for parking and visitors parking as well. And then if you ever have that visitor, we have conference rooms available that they are able to use that conference room to speak with their client if they don't want to be in their office.
But I mean, does each place have its own storefront, or is it like a long hallway?
Long hallway. It's all enclosed, and so there's hallways to get where you are.
And then whatever office you're going to,
yep, they
you
have
just
the
find their
numbers
door?
right above.
Wow.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about, you said this is a family-run operation. Tell me about the family.
The owners are Becky and Jerry Clark. We started our business in Porterville in 2007. We built that facility from the ground up. That facility is growing daily. We have plenty of room to grow there. We purchased Clovis a little over 3 years ago. We purchased Bakersfield about 2 years ago. We just purchased Visalia a couple months ago, actually. So I'm in between the Clovis and the Visalia location. I've worked at all 4 facilities. It's a wonderful family to work for, and I've been with them for 4 years and hope to be with them for many more.
Yeah. You hope to be running the whole place one day, right?
Yes.
Maybe even own it.
Yes, help own it, yes.
Now, I'm always amazed when I drive around the valley and see all these different storage places. do people really have that much stuff?
They do. You'd be amazed. Sometimes the situation isn't always delightful. It could be deaths, it could be divorces, or they can just be like me and have a lot of extra stuff laying around that they don't have room for, but they can't seem to get rid of. So we do have, that's where the 5x5 comes in. If you only have a couple of items you need to store, you would have that. A lot of times when you're moving from a home into an apartment, you have extra items that can't fit into the apartment. So we do have the units that you can put the furniture in, plenty of different sizes, plenty of units, and then, like I said, the moving trucks. So we like to be the one-stop shop because it makes it as easy as possible during a hard situation.
I've just never been a hoarder myself, so
See?
I throw stuff away.
Oh yeah, no, not me. I have plenty
I'm
of
not
stuff.
going to store it. I'm throwing it away.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of stuff, and like I said, a lot of businesses as well. Business inventory and all that fun stuff.
Now, what's that? Isn't there a TV show about storage units?
Yes.
Is it Storage Wars?
Storage Wars, yes.
So what happens there? I mean, people, if they don't pay their bill,
If they don't pay their bill, and after we try contacting them hundreds of times, then we're have to
get rid of it.
get rid of their items to make up for
How long
that.
legally do you have to hold that stuff? Do you know?
You're eligible after 30 days. However, we hate items going to auction as much as you hate them going. So we would love to work it out with you. But the process usually takes a couple of months to get everything finalized and situated.
But after that, if they don't pay,
After that, it's, yeah.
so is it like the TV show? You have a blind auction?
We started out like that.
Yeah.
Our facilities now, we found it more beneficial for the buyers and for us is to bring everything out of the storage unit and group it together. We have a company that comes out and does all of that for us, and they bring everything out, and then you bid on the items individually. They're usually grouped into a couple of items, and then you bid on them individually.
So you're not buying the whole
No,
storage
not
container?
anymore. We used to do it that way, but this way seems to be a little bit more beneficial. The customer knows what they're buying, and they know what they're not getting themselves into a mess if they want to buy the whole unit in.
Well, and you guys would find out if there's something really good in there before it went on sale, right?
If we could only do that. We can't do that.
Why
but
not? You can't.
California's laws are wonderful.
You mean you have to put it up for sale?
We have to put it up for sale. We have to inventory it, but we're not able to pick out the stuff that we want.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Tell everybody where you are, how they can find you.
Our address is 2491 Alluvial Avenue. We're right off of the Highway 168, Temperance exit, right in between Armstrong and Temperance on Alluvial. And it's a big facility. We usually have Penske trucks out front, so we're not too hard to find. Our phone number is 324-9675. If you do get lost, we can help you out.
Are you a website, a Facebook, all that?
ClovisStorage.com is our website. We do have a Facebook, Clovis Storage and Executive Office Suites, so you can find us anywhere on there.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in
Thank
today.
you so very much.
Jessica Dunning from Clovis Storage and Executive Office Suites.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more of Let's Talk Business here on CentralValleyTalk.com.